Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We've been playing with our little train here, and right now we've jumped back for some light to dark, and I'm going to do a few more lights, throw in a few more darks, and we'll see how we can't knock this thing out here. I tell you what, I got this Oklahoma sign up here. We got to take care of that. If you want to get a good smooth stroke with acrylics, make sure you got enough water on your brush so that when you put it on there, it'll kind of flow, see. Because a lot of times you see me scrubbing a canvas, and I want this to flow, and I just put my hand right in the way where y'all couldn't see that, but I had to for that stroke. Let's see, we're going to do this, and kind of want that to stand out a little bit more, maybe a little bit touch on where this, and I'm going to erase that part right there. I'll get that with a dart. You're not really supposed to touch canvas like that, but oh well, it's Tennessee paint. That's just what we do. Let's see, get a little more of that light up here. That's not, that still must be a little bit wet because it ain't picking up that light real good. There it is. Okay, that's Oklahoma City. I think it's what that sign said there, and we're going to cut it back in on top of this, but I'm going to get some light there to have, so it'll show up pretty good. Let's see, I put some other colors in that sign so it's not just real flat. Now while I got that light color here, we'll catch, I think I got our tracks pretty good. Our gravel's down in here. Let's see where I can go with this. I want a little bit of highlights. Add a little more white to that. Gives me just kind of a gray, a real light color gray to catch just right here. This is the handrail we had here. Just a little bit of light up there, so at the top part of it. Carry it over there like that. Bring it down. My little walkway right there. A little bit more up here at the front. Just a light where it might hit in a few areas here. Those steps coming down where he comes down in front of that train, and just a little bit of light where it might hit in the parts right here in the very front. Guys, you know how much fun this was, everybody paint. Because this is a lot of fun. Remember that front of our, we want to catch that, get some more lights up here on our smokestack, pull a good light there. Trains were such a neat thing. Who could not love one of these things? I mean, who couldn't love this? Remember that was old 97. That was the train we were painting. Wow, I've got that good light. Catch that right up there. A little bit on that ledge right there. Every time you add a stroke, now you think a little bit more about it. Where in the past we just kind of threw that stuff on there, but now we're going to be a little more conscious of what we're doing here. There. That's we're just making pieces. Making pieces. That's right, it kind of comes around there. Guys, this is fun. This absolutely is fun. I love painting trains. To me, there just ain't nothing better looking than a good old train. And I tell you what, a lot of people feel that way. That's why they're so popular. Them guys, them boys love their trains. They love to play train. And I can see why, because even painting is a lot of fun. I could do this forever right here. I'm going to grab a little bit more water and mix into that white I had on there. And grab a little bit more white. I want that pretty bright. For the brightest part of this picture has got to be that rail. That's what that train rode on there. If you ever walk down a railroad track, even the side of that rail might be all rusty, but that top of that rail where that train rides is just as bright as can be. So as you're, when you're painting, comprehend what you're painting. Think about what it is, what you saw. Again, it gets back to what I saw that I really liked. Got a little bit of light on there. And we can pick away. And I'm going to get some more of that white that I had in there. Get back up on that sign. I want that sign to jump out there. Get the shape of it, because we're getting ready to put some darks in there. Paint that Oklahoma City sign. It's just the edge of that building right there. Well, it is. Carry that on out here to the, that's the wood that's under the eave, and we got all our parts. A little bit of light in front of this door. That's just wear from traffic. People are going in and out of that train station so much. Trains were the way of getting around in the old days. Guys, don't be afraid to put paint on there. Try different, again, put it on there, roll your brush, different strokes, different things. Get it on the canvas. I know anybody can do this. Grab that light and let's grab that up there, kind of bring that around the front. Kind of get that edge out there. So I go back and forth, and I go over things so many times, and now I'm going to put my dark back on there and straighten all that up, because every once in a while I do a stroke that didn't work, and that was one of them. But you know what? I don't worry about it, because we're going to put another stroke on there that'll straighten it up. Got that good dark right there. Let's get an edge of that car. There we go. That needed that right there. That kind of worked pretty good. Our light's hitting there. I just like experimenting. That's just a bad habit of mine. A lot of times I'll put a stroke on something that I probably shouldn't have done, but it's fun to try it and see if it works. If it don't, we put more paint on, so we ain't worried. Okay, I'm about to the point now that we're going to have to go to a darker palette here. I tell you what, that's going to be another session to finish this up. Because right now I'm picking. I need some darks. I tell you what, y'all come back and we'll see what we can do with this. Y'all come.